Gareth Southgate's journey as England manager has been a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. Appointed as caretaker manager in September 2016 following Sam Allardyce's departure, Southgate initially seemed like a temporary fix. Fast forward to today, his tenure has been marked by both remarkable achievements and significant criticisms. When Southgate took over, England was in need of stability. Appointed as caretaker manager in September 2016, Southgate was initially seen as a temporary solution following Sam Allardyce's departure. Allardyce left after just one game in charge due to a scandal involving his comments on player transfers, leaving a void that Southgate was tasked to fill. Southgate's first match as caretaker was a 2-0 victory over Malta in a World Cup qualifier, followed by a 0-0 draw against Slovenia. These early games were crucial in setting the tone for his tenure. Southgate's calm demeanor and tactical acumen were evident, and he quickly earned the respect of both players and fans. A 3-0 win over Scotland in November 2016 was particularly significant, solidifying his position and leading to his full-time appointment. He led the team through the remainder of the 2018 World Cup qualification campaign, securing their spot in Russia. Under his guidance, England played a more composed and disciplined style of football, with notable victories including a 1-0 win over Lithuania and a 2-1 triumph against Slovakia. The 2018 World Cup saw England reach the semi-finals for the first time in 28 years, sparking renewed hope among fans. Key matches included the thrilling penalty shootout victory over Colombia in the round of 16, which broke England's long-standing penalty curse. This victory was a turning point, showcasing England's newfound mental resilience. Players like Harry Kane, who won the Golden Boot, and Kieran Trippier, who shone in defense, became national heroes. However, critics like Roy Keane questioned England's defensive solidity, particularly in the semi-final loss to Croatia. Keane pointed out that despite the team's progress, their defense still showed vulnerabilities under pressure, a point that became evident when Croatia's Mario Mandzukic scored the decisive goal in extra time. Southgate's tactical decisions also faced scrutiny. Gary Neville and Ian Wright both raised concerns about his squad rotation and in-game adjustments. Neville criticized Southgate for being too conservative in critical moments, while Wright questioned his choice of substitutions and timing. Despite these criticisms, Southgate's emphasis on youth and attacking football was clear. He brought in young talents like Harry Maguire and Jordan Pickford, who played pivotal roles throughout the tournament. His focus on building a cohesive team spirit and instilling confidence in his players paid dividend, even if it didn't result in ultimate glory. Ian Wright added another layer to the debate, focusing on Southgate's in-game management. Wright highlighted that the substitutions and tactical adjustments came too late to influence the game's outcome positively. He noted that Southgate's loyalty to his starting 11, while admirable, sometimes led to missed opportunities to exploit the opposition's weaknesses. Despite these criticisms, it's essential to recognize Southgate's achievements. Under his guidance, England reached the semi-finals of a major tournament for the second time in 2 years, a feat not seen in decades. His focus on nurturing young talent and fostering a positive team environment has had a lasting impact on the squad's dynamics and overall performance. While his approach had brought success, it also highlighted areas for improvement, especially regarding managing player fatigue and making timely tactical adjustments. Euro 2020 brought both triumph and heartbreak for England. The nation experienced unprecedented euphoria as the team reached their first major tournament final since 1966. The road to the final was marked by significant victories, including a memorable 2-0 win over Germany in the round of 16. The match against Germany was a tactical masterclass from Southgate, who utilized a 3-4-3 formation that allowed England to nullify Germany's attacking threats and capitalize on counterattacks. This victory was a landmark moment, breaking a long-standing psychological barrier against a historical rival. The semi-final against Denmark was another highlight, featuring a resilient performance that saw England come from behind to secure a 2-1 victory in extra time. Southgate's tactical flexibility, switching between a 4-3-3 and 3-4-3 formation throughout the tournament, was widely praised. His ability to adapt his strategies based on the opposition and match circumstances showcased a level of tactical acumen that many had previously questioned. However, the final against Italy ended in a penalty shootout defeat, leading to both acclaim and criticism. While reaching the final was a significant achievement, the way it ended left many fans and pundits with mixed emotions. Critics, including Ian Wright and Gary Lineker, questioned Southgate's choice of young penalty takers like Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford. The decision was seen as a gamble that backfired, especially considering the high-pressure nature of a penalty shootout in a major final. Gary Neville voiced voiced concerns about the psychological burden placed on such young players. He argued that the decision to have Saka, who was only 19 at the time, take the decisive penalty was unfair. Neville suggested that more experienced players should have been given the responsibility, highlighting the importance of managing young talent in high-stakes situations. Roy Keane was even more forthright in his criticism, questioning the leadership within the squad. He emphasized that senior players should have stepped up to take penalties, criticizing the decision-making process that led to younger, less experienced players bearing the brunt of the pressure. Keane's comments reflected a broader concern about the team's hierarchy and the role of experienced players in crucial moments. On the other hand, some pundits defended Southgate's decisions. Rio Ferdinand noted that the young players chosen to take penalties had been among the best in training, which justified Southgate's faith in them. He also praised the manager for fostering a culture of bravery and responsibility within the squad, arguing that these experiences, while painful, would ultimately contribute to the players' growth and resilience. Despite the criticism, Southgate's overall management during Euro 2020 received considerable praise. His emphasis on unity, mental resilience, and creating a positive team environment had clearly paid dividends. Players like Raheem Sterling, who had a standout tournament, and Harry Maguire, whose defensive solidity was crucial, thrived under his leadership. The defeat to Italy, though heartbreaking, highlighted the progress made under Southgate. England had not only reached a major final, but had done so playing attractive modern football. The penalty shootout loss was a reminder of the fine margins in football and the challenges inherent in tournament play. Fan reactions were equally mixed. While there was immense pride in the team's achievements, there was also a sense of what might have been. Social media was abuzz with both support for the young players who missed penalties and criticism of the decisions that led to that moment. Hashtags like #UsOurNames, proud of our boys, and Fjern Southgate out trended simultaneously, reflecting the nation's divided sentiments. Off the field, Gareth Southgate faced several controversies that tested his leadership and management skills. Mason Greenwood's exclusion from the England squad due to disciplinary issues was a significant challenge. Greenwood, alongside fellow youngster Phil Foden, breached COVID-19 protocols while on international duty in Iceland. This incident led to their immediate removal from the squad, highlighting Southgate's commitment to maintaining discipline and setting high standards for behavior. Another issue that arose was Ben White's withdrawal from the Euro 2020 squad for personal reasons. While the specifics of his withdrawal were not disclosed, it required Southgate to quickly adapt and find suitable replacements. This situation underscored the unpredictable nature of managing a national team and the need for flexibility in squad selection. Harry Maguire's form and legal troubles in Greece added another layer of complexity to Southgate's tenure. In August 2020, Maguire was arrested following an altercation on the Greek island of Mykonos. The incident resulted in a high-profile trial, and Maguire was found guilty of aggravated assault, resisting arrest, and attempted bribery. Although he was released on appeal, the situation cast a shadow over his availability and mental state ahead of crucial fixtures. Following the heartbreak of Euro 2020, where England reached their first major tournament final since 1966, but lost to Italy on penalties, Gareth Southgate continued to lead the national team with a focus on building for future success. The aftermath of the tournament was a period of reflection and recalibration for both Southgate and his squad. England's journey towards the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar was marked by strong performances in the qualification stages. The team secured their spot with an unbeaten record, demonstrating resilience and tactical discipline. Key victories, such as a 4-0 win against Hungary and a 5-0 thrashing of Albania, showcased the team's attacking prowess. Southgate's continued trust in young talents like Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, and Mason Mount paid dividends as they became integral parts of the squad. Despite the strong qualification campaign, Southgate faced ongoing criticism from pundits and fans alike. Former players like Roy Keane and Ian Wright voiced concerns over Southgate's perceived concerns in big games. Gary Neville also noted that while Southgate had brought stability and unity to the team, there were questions about his ability to lead England to victory in critical moments against top-tier opponents. In response, Southgate made adjustments to his tactical approach, experimenting with different formations and lineups to find the right balance. England's Euro 2024 qualifying campaign showed adaptability. The campaign kicked off with a commanding 7-0 victory over North Macedonia, which set a high standard and positive tone for the team. Momentary lapses. Another significant victory came against Italy, where England won 3-1. This victory was particularly satisfying as it avenged past disappointments and showcased England's growth and effectiveness in dealing with high-caliber opponents. The win against Italy not only boosted morale but also reinforced England's capability to compete at the highest levels in European football. These matches throughout the qualifying phase allowed Southgate to refine the team dynamics and strategy, focusing on a balanced approach that utilized both experienced players and emerging young talent. The success in the qualifiers has set a promising stage for England's performance at Euro 2024, where they aim to translate these accomplishments into a successful run in the main tournament. As Euro 2024 approached, the qualifiers had laid a solid foundation for England. The team not only demonstrated their capability to score goals and control games, but also their ability to respond under pressure. The blend of experienced campaigners and emerging stars was promising, setting the stage for what many hoped would be a successful tournament, shaping Southgate's strategy and preparations for the main event. England's campaign at Euro 2024 unfolded with high expectations and intense scrutiny under Gareth Southgate's leadership. The tournament saw England navigate through group stages and knockout rounds, displaying both brilliance and moments of uncertainty, although fans were not impressed. The next fixture against Denmark in Frankfurt ended in a 1-1 draw. England took the lead with a Kane tap-in in goal and then sat back and conceded a screamer. Yulman scored from 25 yards. Pickford could maybe have done better, but it was a good goal to be fair. The final group match against Slovenia in Munich saw England held to a frustrating 0-0 draw. Despite dominating possession and creating several chances, England's attack couldn't break through Slovenia's staunch defense. This result demonstrated England's attack needed to step up. Moving into the knockout stages, England's resilience was tested further. The round of 16 saw a tight match against Slovakia, which extended into extra time after a deadlock at 1-1. Slovakia had taken the lead and defended well, but a fantastic Jude Bellingham overhead kick bailed out Gareth Southgate and took England to extra time. Southgate had made some desperate subs, and early in extra time, a wayward shot found the head of Ivan Toney, who kept the ball alive for Kane to score what would eventually be the winner. The quarterfinal match against Switzerland presented a tough challenge. The Swiss team, known for their defensive robustness, managed to hold England to a draw during regular time. The tension-filled match went to penalties, where England, reminiscent of their recent history, showed composure and clinical finishing, winning the shootout and moving to the semi-finals. Saka scored a truly vindicating penalty. We all remembered his previous penalty for England and the social media abuse he suffered afterwards. The star boy faced his fears and conquered his demons. Worth mentioning that all penalty takers were of Afro-Caribbean descent, yes, even Cole Palmer. Rumors are some players bottled the moment. England's Euro 2024 campaign reached a thrilling climax in the semi-final against the Netherlands, setting the stage for a historic final against Spain. In a nail-biting match held in Dortmund, England clinched a 2-1 victory over the Netherlands, thanks to a dramatic last-minute goal by Ollie Watkins. This victory marked a significant milestone as England progressed to a major final on foreign soil for the first time, aiming to be crowned European champion. The match began with the Netherlands taking an early lead with a stunning goal from Xavi Simons in the 7th minute, putting England under pressure. However, England responded robustly, with Harry Kane equalizing from the penalty spot in the 18th minute after a controversial decision involving Denzel Dumfries. The game remained tense and closely contested, with both teams having opportunities to take the lead. As the match seemed destined for extra time, England's strategic substitutions paid off. Cole Palmer, who came on for Phil Foden, late in the final. This goal not only demonstrated Watkins' sharp shooting, but also highlighted Gareth Southgate's effective game management and tactical evolutions under Southgate, who had successfully blended a mix of experienced internationals and vibrant young talent. The team's ability to come from behind and secure victories in crucial matches spoke volumes about their growth and tenacity. Having prepared for the final against Spain, England aimed to capitalize on their momentum and make history by winning their first European championship. In this highly anticipated final, Spain demonstrated their typical mastery of possession, effectively controlling the flow of the game and challenging England's defensive strategies. The Spanish team's ability to maintain possession put continuous pressure on England, highlighting their tactical discipline and skill. Turning our focus to England, Harry Kane's performance was notably subdued. It appeared that Kane was struggling with his fitness, which arguably impacted his effectiveness on the field. This raises questions about the decision to start him in such a crucial match, where every player's contribution is pivotal. On a brighter note, Luke Shaw emerged as one of the standout performers for England. His consistent and robust play throughout the tournament culminated in a commendable performance in the final. Additionally, Jude Bellingham's promising displays throughout the tournament have caught the eye of many, signaling a bright future for the young midfielder. Despite Spain's dominance in possession, England managed to create several noteworthy opportunities. The match was a tight contest, with both teams showing moments of potential to clinch the victory. Spain drew first blood with Nico Williams breaking through early to score, putting pressure on England with his dynamic play and clinical finish. The Spanish forward's goal set the tone, giving Spain the upper hand and challenging England to respond under pressure. Rising to the occasion, England's young star, Cole Palmer, delivered a timely equalizer. His goal breathed new life into the team, demonstrating his potential and resilience on the big stage. Palmer's equalization not only restored hope among the English fans, but also shifted the momentum of the game, signaling a fierce battle for the title. However, as the match neared its conclusion, Mikel Oyarzabal delivered a devastating blow to England's hopes with a late winner. Oyarzabal's goal was a moment of brilliance, showcasing his skill and composure to find the back of the net at a crucial moment, securing victory for Spain. This loss was a tough one for England, who had shown great tenacity throughout the tournament. Despite the defeat, the team's spirited comeback and the promise shown by young talents like Palmer suggest a bright future. The experience gained from this high-pressure match will be invaluable as they look to build on this performance in future competitions. As we wrap up our discussion on Gareth Southgate, the man who steered the England national team closer to glory than any other manager in the past 50 years, it's important to reflect on the complexities of his tenure. Southgate achieved remarkable milestones, leading England to a World Cup semi-final and a European Championship final, feats unmatched by his predecessors in recent decades. His strategies and leadership rekindled hope and brought England to the brink of triumph. However, despite these successes and perhaps a touch of fortune along the way, the ultimate prize remained elusive under his guidance. The phrase "he couldn't bring it home" resonates with a hint of disappointment amidst the accolades. This narrative of so close yet so far has defined Southgate's legacy, a journey of significant achievements marred by the final hurdle. As we close this chapter on Gareth Southgate, we turn to you, our viewers. What are your thoughts on Southgate's era? Was he just lucky, or did he truly transform the England team? Could he have done something differently to bring it home? Please like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with more in-depth analyses and discussions on this and many other topics. Don't hesitate to share your views and engage with our community. Your thoughts enrich our conversations. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to your participation in our next video.